large vase. Now, you need to have a big arrangement in a vase like this. This is something that in flower arranging is a really important concept, which is proportion. So you wouldn't want to stuff it tight over here. This kind of an arrangement can hold something that has a big spatial, takes up a lot of space. This is actually going to go in the front of a spiritual gathering in a building, and it's going to stand on a pedestal, so it can be quite large. And when I saw these Spiraea, I was like, yeah, these Spiraea can do justice to this vase. So let's see how that comes about. Remember, always take your greenery off that isn't going to be part of the arrangement. Give a good snip before you put it in your water. That feels a little too long. I'm going to make another snip. Let things fly. Don't worry about if you're really neurotic about cleaning up. Flower arranging will take that out of you. Clean up at the end after you've thrown everything on the floor. But let yourself throw everything on the floor. And I'm just going to and you want to go with the feel of these Spiraea. They're so graceful, right? Look at them. They're just so graceful. It's like a breeze is blowing on them. So you want to have that same energy when you're arranging with them. You don't want to push them or shove them. You want to go with the feeling that they evoke. Now I trimmed this kind of floppy piece off. I'm actually going to use this in another arrangement on a different container. These are nice and long. And again, remember, this is going to be in the front of a religious service. So there's going to be a lot of people there, and it can be very large. And these branches really lend themselves to that shape. So let's fill this up. And again, don't overthink it. Just go with the flow. Listen to the flowers. What are they telling you? You know, how do they want to be placed? And you got to get quiet to do that. I don't even like to arrange with music on. I find it distracting. I want to just hear the flowers. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can hear flowers. You can, but you gotta be quiet. That's it. I mean, that's how easy and fast you can put together something that's quite large. You have to have the right size material. And remember, because when you're creating something to be seen from far away, the shape is really important. I might even add a little more, get more big ones from the yard and kind of fluff it out. But this would be beautiful the way it is, and I think it really captures the feeling of the Spiraea, which is there's parts that hang, and it's very fluid, and it has a lot of movement, and the white. I mean, Bridal Veil. Hello, it's pretty obvious why it's called Bridal Veil. Yeah, and this should last. You don't do garden arrangements thinking, oh, I hope they last a week. They're not going to. Garden arrangements usually, if you get 2 really good days out of it, that's great. So you don't want to over-expect. You want to just make more arrangements. Yeah, I think that needs one more big piece in it right here. I think I'm going to take one out of the other arrangement. Yes. So I can really show you what the right kind of height looks like. There you go. That height is more proportional.